And now, here's your host, Bobby Likis.
I invite you to go to Car Clinic Sweepstakes now and join in and enter to get a free $500 gas card. And you've got to do that between now and mid-July. Chuck, welcome to Bobby Likis Car Clinic.
Hey, Bobby, first of all, I want to say thanks for a great show. My son Chad and I listen every Saturday while we're out doing the yard. You always have great information, and it's saved us a lot of money over the years.
Great. Thank you very much.
Hey, listen, the reason I'm calling is, everything going on in the auto industry and, price of gas and things over the last few years. I've done some research and have looked at that, converting one of my vehicles to compressed natural gas.
Right.
Just because it's so much cleaner. And, heck, right now over here, if I were to fuel up over in Milton, Florida, it's $1.38 a gallon.
You mean two-thirds? Oh, you mean natural gas is $1.38?
$1.38, yeah.
That's a long way from $2.38, isn't it, or $2.20?
It sure is.
Yeah.
And, the engine runs so much cleaner. There's no impurities. They last much longer. And on a recent test done against a Honda hybrid, 2008 Honda hybrid, the natural gas vehicle actually had lower emissions. So I guess what I'm asking is why do you think that we don't see any push in Detroit or the powers that be that would make kind of, to me, a natural next generation step here while we're trying to get ultimately down the road to the better hybrids and fuel cells and that kind of stuff?
Chuck, that's a good question. And Senator James Inhofe, who is out of Oklahoma, introduced the Drive America on Natural Gas Act. And according to the information that I have, the biggest hurdle is that we just don't have the refueling resources. What Senator Inhofe suggested was that those of us who converted, like you're thinking of doing, to convert your car to natural gas, you put your own filling station in your home or in your garage so that you can fill your own car. That's doable. And so I say to you, it is doable. Now, on the standpoint of converting an existing automobile to natural gas, that's an expensive conversion. It's common in Canada, and I've done research there, and there are 4 or 5. You can Google that, and you'll find 5 or 6 shops, but they're all in Canada. So we really haven't evolved. I guess we haven't felt the pain at the pump, that pinch at the pump hard enough yet. And of course, Senator James Inhofe is certainly looking out for his constituents because Oklahoma is the second biggest U.S. producer of natural gas. So hats off to him. He's taking care of Oklahomans and also helping the environment at the same time. So there's an abundance of natural gas. T. Boone Pickens suggests that wind energy displace X amount of electrical power and freeing up some 20% of natural gas to be used to power vehicles. So is that doable? It is doable. Again, it's the infrastructure. And the infrastructure is so important. It's like now we're losing, as you heard earlier, we're losing GM dealers and Chrysler dealers. So when they come out with new cars, you're not going to have maybe a Chrysler dealer in your hometown as you had before, which means you have to drive 60, 80, 100 miles away. And to that end, the closest smart car dealer to me, and I drive a Smart, one of my cars, is Birmingham, Alabama, and that's a 3.5, 4 hour drive just to get an oil change. That's pushing the envelope, to say the least. But I'm with you. I believe in what you're doing, as does Senator Inhofe, and I think that you're on to something there. If you can do this yourself and you can get it certified that it's safe, both from the home pumping station and your car's conversion. We'll take another call, 888-227-2546. Richard from New York, welcome to Bobby Likis Car Clinic.